Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Okay, I'm going to start sharing my screen in 5 minutes. I'm going to start sharing my screen in 5 minutes. Okay. Uh, just wait, and then I'll share my screen. Okay, in about 5 minutes. So let me first of all and briefly introduce myself. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoku, and I'm the founder of Finance Digital Lane, where everyone who has a knowledge gap in digital trading can be able to learn the right education, get the right mentorship, and also practice the right steps to be able to achieve success trading the financial market. So this is market fundamental and technical breakdown for the time period of 1st to the 5th of July 2024. Okay, and what we're going to be doing right now is I'm going to break down the market structure. After I break down the market structure, I'm also going to uh, analyze the fundamental aspect of the market. So we're going to see the major news events that's going to impact the market. Okay, so I want you to watch the end because we'll be dropping some opportunities, and we'll also be giving out some essential information that's going to help change your trading game. So what I want you to do right now is, if you are connected from our group or from our WhatsApp status or Telegram, just go there, copy the post link, and send it to your friends, send it to your family, send it to those who you know needs to learn more about the financial market and discover more on how they can be able to build wealth trading the financial market. Okay, so I want you to send this information to them, send it across to them, and I want you to remind them to join because we'll be sharing our screen shortly. We'll be sharing our screen shortly. So don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on this. Okay? Don't miss out on this, guys. So in just about 50 seconds, we'll be sharing my screen. So please, if you can hear me, you can indicate on the comment section by typing forex. Okay, if you can hear me right now, you can indicate on the comment section by typing forex. If you have any questions, if there's any topic or any statement I made you don't understand, please don't hesitate to just call my attention or chat on the comment section by dropping a comment. So right now I'll be sharing my screen. It is 9:05, so I'll share my screen to the other screen. Okay. This is on time. Let me get the accurate screen to share. Okay. Okay, Daniel, I can see you can hear me and you type forex on the comment section. Okay, fantastic. So if you have any questions, please drop it on the comment section. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section, and let me run through this analysis quickly. Okay, so we're starting from the mother of all coins, DXY. We're starting from DXY, and for DXY, based on top down analysis, I've been able to spot out the daily demand and daily supply zone. Okay, and based on 4 hours time frame, I have been able to spot out this change of character. I've just spot out this change of character over here on the 4 hours time frame, and after a change of character was formed, we have unfulfilled efficiency over here. We have unfulfilled efficiency, and not just only unfulfilled efficiency. I see a fair value gap over here. I see a fair value gap over here. So this is what I see the market doing right now. Okay, so this is a fair value gap. So from this currently, I can expect the market to either go into the demand zone, respect this demand zone, and continue pushing to the upside, or go lower towards this demand zone, which has unfulfilled efficiency, and also it has a fair value gap in conjunction with the unfulfilled efficiency. And if that happens, you should expect what? A push to the upside. Okay, so the market would either start selling from this demand zone or from this demand zone. But based on what I have seen, I think the market would likely respect this current demand zone. But if it doesn't, we'll still be monitoring the market, and then if it gets into the demand zone, we're taking it to the upside. So our forecast for this week is DXY, to buy DXY, which is to buy dollar, because dollar is currently on a bullish over here is the low. We created a high, a lower high, then a higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, and then the next higher high. Okay, towards this supply zone, towards the supply zone. Okay, so that's what I see currently for DXY. Let's go to the next. The next on the list is euro. Euro against the dollar. Euro against the dollar. Okay, let me delete everything to make it neat. Okay, so we start from where the daily time frame, and based on the daily time frame, what can you see? I see that there was this change of character over here on the daily time frame, and after that, I also see that there is a particular demand zone that has been respected multiple times by the daily time frame as well, which is this demand zone. Okay, so this is the daily demand zone that has been respected multiple times. Okay, whereby when the market approaches that demand zone, there is always a reversal. So let's also spot out the supply zone as well. Over here is the daily supply zone. I can spot it out at a glance. Okay, over here, okay, it has unfulfilled efficiency, and it has also a fair value gap. So with that spotted right now, let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. And on the 4 hours time frame, I can spot out a demand zone that has not fulfilled efficiency yet. Okay, this is the demand zone that has not fulfilled efficiency yet on the 4 hours. Okay, so this is the demand zone that has not fulfilled efficiency. Perfect. So from this zone now, I'm expecting the market to what? Start pushing to the upside. But you can see market has not really gone into that zone yet. It has not gone into that zone to sweep liquidity or grab liquidity. So what am I seeing now? I'm seeing liquidity, massive volume of liquidity lying below this low, liquidity lying below this low. Okay, all these are liquidity that the market will have to go and grab. Okay, so when the market goes and grabs this liquidity, then we have a much wider view for more up momentum. Okay, for more up momentum. Okay, so like I told you, we're anticipating dollar to gain some strength this week. Okay, we're anticipating dollar to gain some strength this week, and since we're anticipating dollar to gain some strength this week, since we're anticipating dollar to gain some strength this week, euro against the dollar is 80% correlated. Euro against the dollar is 80% correlated, which means that if dollar is going down, euro USD will be going up. If dollar is going up, euro USD will be going down. That's what I mean when I say it is correlated inversely. So our bias for this week, okay, for DXY is this. Our bias is that DXY will tap into a demand zone up to a supply zone. If you spot the inverse of this, it means that euro USD will tap a supply zone and go down to a demand zone. And that is what I see over here. Okay. So I'm expecting euro USD to go into this supply zone, grab liquidity, because I can see a gap, unfulfilled efficiency. Once it grabs that unfulfilled efficiency, we start pushing to the downside to go and take out this liquidity below here, and below here. Do you have any questions? Let me see. Okay, Chukwuka Ezugu, welcome. I've been traveling recently and I'm not currently on my trading decks. Okay, I've been traveling recently and I'm not on my trading decks. So whatever you're seeing right now is more like I'm sharing my screen on my screen. So that's why my PC is currently this way. So Daniel has a question: which currency is GBP USD correlated with? Okay, GBP USD is correlated with GBP JPY. GBP JPY. But GBP USD is also correlated with DXY. Okay, why GBP USD can be said to also be correlated with DXY is because whatever happens in DXY affects GBP USD. Okay, so that's what I see currently in the market, and that's what I know about the market. So about AUD USD, I had a pending order. That was a trade I spotted on Thursday. When I spotted this trade on Thursday, I had this pending order. There was a change of character to the downside. Okay, the market gave us this change of character to the downside. Okay, after I saw this change of character to the downside, I saw that the market had unfulfilled efficiency lying within this supply candle. Okay, this supply candle over here, I saw it. So the market went in and fulfilled that efficiency, wicked up a bit, and had what is forming a reversal. Okay, so if you see, market took liquidity from below here, market also took liquidity from above here. Okay, so from here now we can anticipate market to start dropping to the downside. We can anticipate market to start dropping to the downside, and when it drops to the downside, then we are going to see what DXY gain some strength. So that's not just my only view. I have a second view. My second view is this: there is high chances that market will still come back into this H4 validation point, fulfill efficiency before it drops down to this H4 demand zone. Okay, so I still expect market to go move up to this H4 validation point on the supply zone, fulfill efficiency before it moves down to this H4 demand zone. Okay, so you need to be mindful. Either market disrespect this analysis from Thursday, the analysis from Thursday is still accurate. Either it disrespects the analysis or it respects the analysis based on the structure the market is going to give us tomorrow. It will still be accurate. then we're going to know if we're going to follow the analysis or not. Okay, so that's what I see currently for AUD USD. But I still see unfulfilled efficiency over here. I still see unfulfilled efficiency. There's liquidity lying here. There is massive sales over here. Okay, but if the market chooses to still sell from this area, it could still do that. Okay, so let's be mindful that there is a complex structure on AUD USD. There is a complex structure on AUD USD, but do not be deceived. DXY has shown us that AUD USD will sell because we are seeing a very simple, accurate, and understandable structure on DXY. So, with that said, we have GBP USD. GBP USD. GBP USD, I think I'm going to have to clean the chart and reanalyze the market. Let's clean the chart. Good. So we go to the daily time frame first. We go to the daily time frame first. What do you see on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, I can see that the market has been creating simple bearish structure. Simple bearish structure. Simple bearish structure. Okay. So with that said, there is still high chances that this market will continue selling. Okay, there's still high chances that this market will continue selling. I can remember I called out a trade, GBP USD. We made 1:3 over here on this trade, and I did some break even. I did break even. I'm still holding this trade on a swing trade. Okay, so I converted a scalp trade into a swing trade. My final take profit target is here. Okay, so for those who are still holding, okay, I took some partial profit out, and then my final take profit target is here. Okay, so with that said, I still see GPUSD. It has a very clear what bearish structure, and I love it. Compared to Euro USD, AED USD, GPUSD is giving me one of the most recognizable, understandable structures right now. And what do I see on GBP USD? Let me show you. Over here, GPUSD came here and took liquidity again. It took liquidity. So after it took liquidity from this low, okay, we see GPUSD took liquidity here. It took liquidity here. Took liquidity here. So what is familiar with all these areas? GP went down, took liquidity here, had a correction over here, went back down again, took liquidity again here, had a correction over here, went back down, took liquidity again, and it's going to have another correction to go and take another liquidity below here. So this is the structure of a bearish market. A bearish market. Okay, so with that said right now, and with that understood, we can be able to say that the demand zone GPU is currently operating with is the supply zone GPU is currently operating with is this supply zone I have marked out over here. Okay, any questions? You have any questions, drop it on the comment section, guys. If you have any questions, drop it on the comment section. If you have any questions, drop it on the comment section. Okay, we made good profit last week with the GPUSD trade, and I told you guys I'll call out the signal. I called out the signal for you guys. Everyone ate. Everyone is happy. So I still have the bearish structure, the bearish bias for GBP USD. Okay, I still have that bearish bias. Although I can see that there is chances that when DXY loses strength this week, at the start of the week, could be an up push on GPUSD. towards this demand zone. I can see this little demand zone over here. Sorry, supply zone over here. I can see this little supply zone over here. Okay, and if that happens, you see, I'm going to see more like an up push and then continuation push to the downside for GPUSD. So that's what I see currently for GBP USD. Okay, a little push to the upside and then a continuation push to the downside for GP USD. So with that said, let's go to the next one. Gold, God's money. Gold, God's money. So for gold, let's delete everything and start afresh with the daily time frame. So what do I see on gold? On gold, on the daily time frame, I see that the market is giving me what? A bearish structure, corrective structure, and likely under push down. Okay. So with that said, where is the current supply zone for gold? And the current supply zone for gold on the daily time frame is here. Okay. This is the current supply zone for gold on the daily time frame. Okay. So with that said now, where is the current demand zone for gold? I'll be asking as well. The current demand zone for gold. The current demand zone for gold. If I should spot, this can be seen as the current demand zone for gold. The current demand zone for gold over here. Okay. So with that said, now let's go down to the smaller time frame, which is the H4 time frame. Okay. And see what has gold been doing. Okay. So gold on the 4 hours time frame went from this high, dropped, created a high, dropped again, and then went back to the top again, having a change of character. Okay. And this is the change of character I see over here. Okay. Because it cleared that. But it didn't clear it with a candle. That's the good point about it. So there is high chances for reversal. Okay. So if there is high chances for reversal, where can we expect market to be selling from? And the where we can expect market to selling from is from this point. Market has already given us a sell structure. Okay. Market has already given us a sell structure from this point. Okay. So if we see cells coming in on gold, XAUSD, there's high chances we can take it for going for the cells. Okay, there is high chances we can go for the cells. Is that good or very good? Fantastic. So with that said, now I can still see that gold has a lot to still do. It has a lot to still do, and I can see that a lot of countries, based on fundamentals, a lot of countries are currently purchasing gold. They are currently purchasing gold. And why they are purchasing gold is because they need to be able to store their value or their currency with something that has tangible value. And gold is the only asset, precious metal that has tangible value. Okay. So with what I can see currently, if gold starts selling to the downside, it's going to be our first area of interest. Okay. If we expect market to come into this particular region. So monitoring gold carefully, okay, and once it gives us the setup we need, we'll be calling the signal out for you guys. So not to miss out on these signals, join our Telegram channel. Join our Telegram channel. The link is going to be on the description. Join our WhatsApp channel as well. The link is going to be on the description. So my bias for gold is you're going to see a little currency structure to the upside, and from here you start pushing to the downside for gold. For now, that's what I see. Then the next on the list, and the last on the list is going to be Bitcoin, the people's money. Bitcoin, the people's money. So for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is now giving us some good bearish, bullish structure. It's now giving us some good bullish structure. Okay, I can see some massive push on Bitcoin. So based on higher time frame structure, I need to see market break this level. Okay, after this level is broken and taken, then I can now start anticipating Bitcoin to have such moves like this, break this, this. So that's what I see for Bitcoin. Okay, so this level needs to be broken first. So as you can see, the market still has this type of cell structure in place. It still has this type of cell structure in place. You see, push low, just this is a complex structure. So there's still chances that the market could just push to the downside. This could be a 5 move corrective structure. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, and then they could still push the market down. So let's see if there is a break above that high, this high, then we're now going to anticipate what? A push to the upside. Okay, so we need to see that break happen successfully. Okay, so with that said, uh any questions? Any questions? I hope you're getting value. I hope you're getting value. Please type value, value, value. I would like to move to the next segment. The next segment has to do with the fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis. So, if you're getting value, type value, value, value in the comment section. Type value, value, value in the comment section. And I apologize for everyone for not having enough light on today's live stream, and also the way my screen is currently being displayed. I am currently traveling and I am not disposed to be able to offer you guys the normal screen share I used to. So if you have any questions, drop it on the comment sections. If you have any insights you want to share, drop it on the comment sections. And if you're getting value, drop it on the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Click the notification bell icon. I think this week is the week for non-farm payroll, NFP, on Friday. So we'll be looking into that. So starting off the week on Monday, 1st of July. Happy new month in advance, my people. Okay, happy new month. So Judo Bank Manufacturing PMI AUD is happening by 12 a.m. this morning, in about 2 hours and 29 minutes. This has to do with the manufacturing sector. What do they think? Are they optimistic or pessimistic? Okay, if you see a figure higher than 47.5, then it is an optimistic approach. AUD is going to gain some strength. But if you see a figure lower than 47.5, AUD is going to lose strength drastically. Then JPY, consumer confidence happening by 6 a.m. West African time, when New York, London session will be preparing as well. That's with consumers confidence. What does consumers think about the economy in Japan? Okay, so if the actual data is higher than 63.5, it is good for Japan. But if we see data lower than 63.5, it is bad for Japanese yen. Okay. Then retail sales year over year. Retail sales year over year. We have the consensus. The consensus is 25, which is negative because the previous is 2.5. The consensus is 2 point. Sorry, the previous is 2.7. The consensus is 2.5. So it is lower than the previous. So analysts are saying that there is high chances that it will reduce, which is retail sales. It has to do with the sales of products and services by retail stores. So by tomorrow morning, by 7:30 a.m. to be precise, if we see a figure higher than 2.5, it is good for CHF. If you see a figure lower than 2.5, it is bad for CHF. Do you understand? So that's something you need to know about the market, both year over year and month over month. If you see a figure higher than 0.1%, it is good for CHF. Analysts are expecting that it's going to be negative. But if we see something that is positive, it's going to be a surprise. And CHF would gain against the dollar, which is going to verify and confirm our buyers for dollar to lose strength at the start of the week before gaining strength within the week for the week. Okay, so for the manufacturing PMI for Spain, okay, this is the manufacturing PMI for Spain. Okay, it's the same with the AUD judo manufacturing PMI. We need figures higher than 53.5. It's going to make euro strong, but if we get lower figures, it's going to make euro weak. The same applies for manufacturing PMI for Italy, manufacturing PMI for France, manufacturing PMI for Germany, and manufacturing PMI for Euro Central. All these ones don't have consensus, so we can't work with it. Okay, all these ones that starts with CPI, no, we can't work with that. Then the same with global manufacturing PMI for Greece, manufacturing PMI for Great Britain pound. The same way we approach the market with this particular one, this manufacturing PMI for Great Britain pound, manufacturing PMI. You might be wondering, what's this? What's this they call PMI? PMI. If you want to know more about it, you can click on it. Okay, the chart will load up instantly, and you can be able to understand what this manufacturing PMI means. Okay, it is a representation whereby a higher than expected figure should be seen as positive for Great Britain pound, while a lower than expected figure should be seen as negative. This is announced by the manufacturing PMI unit in London. The unemployment rate, if we see a figure lower than 10.7%, it is good for euro by 10 o'clock. But if we see a figure higher than 10.7%, it is bad for euro. Inflation rate year over year, if you see a figure higher than 2.3%, it is good for euro. If you see a figure lower than 2.3%, it is bad for euro. Then for New York session, we have global manufacturing PMI for dollar and ISM manufacturing PMI. The same way we handle the euro, we should handle this. If you have a figure higher than 51.7%, it is good for dollar. If you have a figure lower than 51.7%, it is bad for dollar. Then for the Tuesday, we have Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes that has no impact or little impact in the market, just a meeting. Then we have unemployment change for euro on Tuesday by 8 o'clock. Okay, if you see a figure lower than minus 50.9k, it is good for euro, but if you see a figure higher than minus 50.9k, it is bad for euro. Then unemployment rate for for Italy to be precise, they are expecting the unemployment rate to be stable, but if you see something higher than 6.9%, it's bad for euro. CPI for Euro Central, if you see a figure higher than 126.6, it is good for the euro. Inflation rate is the same as CPI. Unemployment rate, we need the figure to be lower. They're expecting the figure to be the same. Okay. Then the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. For the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI for the card, if you see a figure higher than 50.2, it is good for card. If you see a figure lower than 50.2, it is bad for card. Then job openings for dollar comes in during New York session as well. On Wednesday, we have Judo Bank Service PMI. Okay, the Judo Bank Service PMI, it has to do with the service industry in Australia. Okay, so if we see that the Judo Bank Service PMI is higher than 50.6, it is good for Australian dollar. But if it is lower than 50.6, which is the consensus, it's bad for AUD. Okay. Then we have the Taikan Large Manufacturing Index for Japan. Retail sales month over month has been the total sales of goods and services. So if you have a percentage higher than 0.2%, it is good for AUD. Unemployment rate, we always need unemployment rate to be reducing. So if we see unemployment rate lower than 6.6%, it is good for euro. But if we see something higher than 6.6%, it is bad for euro, drastically bad for euro, because the previous data was 6.4%. Analysts are saying to increase it to 6.6%, and we get something higher than 6.6%, it's bad for euro. Then service PMI for euro as well, Spain, service PMI. That's with the service industry. Okay, if you have a figure higher than 56.5, it is good for euro. But if you have a figure lower than 56.5, it is bad for euro. Manufacturing PMI, okay, is the next for Swiss franc. This is London session. Manufacturing PMI The same way we treat the service PMI and the manufacturing index is the same way we treat this CHF as manufacturing PMI. The same way we treat the service PMI, all this global service PMI the same. The ADP employment change, good. ADP employment change, this is one of the important news for the week, which has to do with the private sector employment records. Okay, it has to do with those who are currently employed in the private sector and receiving paycheck. Okay, so if you say a figure higher than 170k, it is good for dollar. But if you say a figure lower than 170k, it is bad for dollar because it means that people are not really increasing in number that are receiving income from the private sector. Okay, then we have the continuous jobless claims, initial jobless claims 4 week average. The most important one we're watching out for is the initial jobless claims. If you see initial jobless claims lower than 235k, it is good for dollar. But if you see initial jobless claims higher than 235k, it is extremely bad for the dollar because dollar is signifying that people are losing their jobs and they are applying for benefits, job benefits. Okay, then the balance of trade for Canada too. That's the next balance of trade for Canada. Balance of trade for Canada. You have to do it total imports minus total exports for Canada. Total import minus total export for Canada. So if there is a higher export more than import, there will be a balance surplus. But if there is a higher import more than export, there will be a balance deficit. Okay, there will be a lower balance. Okay, so this is what I see currently. Canada is in a negative balance of 0.8 billion Canadian dollars. Okay, so if we see an increase in exportation, which is revenue, there could be increase from this 0.8 billion Canadian dollars minus 0.8 billion Canadian dollars. You can increase to minus 0.75 billion Canadian dollars. It will be good for Canada if that happens. But if the inverse is the case, then that's what we get. Canada will be weak. Then global service PMI for dollar is the same way we handle the global service PMI for Great Britain pound. Then ISM service PMI. What it just means is that we need to see a figure higher than 52.5%. If you see a figure higher than 52.5%, it is good for dollar. But if you see a figure lower than 52.5%, it is bad for dollar. The next is on Thursday, we have balance of trade for Australia, which has to do with total import and total exports, exactly by Asian session 2:30 a.m. Then if you see, we see that there is a balance surplus on Australian dollar. There is more export more than imports. Okay, so analysts are even expecting more increment of that figure they had before. The previous figure was 6.548 billion Australian dollars. So they are expecting an increase. So if that is true, Australian dollar should be strong on Thursday. But if the inverse is the case, Australian dollar will be weak. This week, Thursday, is the UK general election. Wow, powerful. In 3 days' time, we have the UK general election. There will be high volatility for the Great Britain pound pair. Woo! So the election they could highly impact the Great Britain pound. I'll be watching out that pair and seeing how it reacts. So as well in London session on Thursday, we have unemployment rate for CHF. Okay, so they are saying to stay stable, but if it doesn't stay stable, if there's an increase by from 2.3% to 2.4 2.5, CHF will lose some strength. Then global service PMI has to do with the servicing of different countries by Canada. It has a global service they offer, like telecom services, shipping services, aviation services they offer. Okay, all these services count for the global service PMI. Okay, so they're saying it will increase by not 2%. Okay, if that happens, Canadian dollar will be strong, but if the inverse is the case, Canadian dollar will be weak. And for the grand finale Friday, we have AUD early in the morning by 2:30 a.m. for the retail sales month over month. Retail sales month over month. So if you see a figure higher than 0.2%, AUD will be strong. If you see a figure lower than 0.2%, AUD will be weak. Okay, that's how it works. It has to do with just retail sales. How much are you able to sell within this period? Okay. Then the next is euro retail sales month over month. Retail sales year over year. Retail sales month over month. Okay, the same way we handle AUD, the same way we handle this one. Then retail sales year over year for Euro Central, retail sales month over month for Euro Central, the same way we handle it. Then on New York session, we have Canada employment changes and unemployment rates. But our main focus is going to be non-farm payroll, the non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate for Friday, okay, by 1:30 p.m. West African time. So for the non-farm payroll, if you see a figure higher than 108k, dollar will be strong, definitely. But if you see a figure lower than 108k, 180k, dollar will be weak. So we focus on the non-farm payroll. Why I expect dollar should be strong, okay? I expect dollar to be strong to break this 180k uh, consensus. And if that happens, dollar is going to be strong against gold, strong against GBP, strong against Euro, strong against AUD, just like we predicted and forecasted with the structure. I hope you're getting value. Please don't forget to smash the like button, don't forget to comment. And as a reminder, today is the last day of our 50% discount, 50% discount on all our courses. Today is the last day to grab that opportunity. These are our courses. For the 1 month class is $49. For the 3 months class is $139.65. 6 months class is $264.06. And 1 year class is $470.04. Okay, just divide it by two. You can be able to pay that today. You can reach out to me. My details is on the comment section. Okay, and once you pay, what will you be getting when you wondering? What will you be getting? You'll be getting mentorship. You'll be getting one-on-one training from me. You'll be getting our textbook. You will also be taught how to manage a forex trading capital from $5,000 to $1 million. You'll also be taught how to earn passive income in different wealthy asset classes like real estate, trading, crypto trading. You also gain access to my book, okay? A guide to trading success. I wrote a book, Forex Mastery, a guide to trading success. And this is everything you'll be getting. Okay, this link is going to be on the description. The seller store link is going to be on the description. And once you go to the seller store, you pick a package, a month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You can pay and put in 50 off, 50 off. Okay, you type in 50 off. Once you type in 50 off, okay, let me drop it on the comment section. 50 off. Once you type in 50 off, you can be able to get a 50% discount, okay, on our store. The link is on the description. Just click the link on the description and you gain access to our 50% discount on our trading materials. You also get access to our signals, get access to our VIP community, gain access to my book, Forex Mastery, Guide to Trading Success. You also gain access to a certificate once you pass our quiz, and you'll be able to what? Trade your account of $5,000 if you enroll for the 6 months package upward. And this is an opportunity for you. If you enroll for 6 months package right now, you're going to pay $264, but because of our 50% off, you pay half of it. So I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know why you're a mediocre, you're giving yourself excuses why you shouldn't go for this training. If you want to be able to achieve success in whatever you need in this life, look for the right person who has achieved success in it, pay them, give them attention, believe in them, and get the results you need. I think that is all for today. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort to come on this live stream, and I wish you all a profitable trading week. Peace.